Hi and welcome back to another episode of Guhan Talks Still. In this episode, we're going to talk about the hospitality industry. And hospitality industry, if you take, there is a lot of things that we can talk about, and I want to talk about hotels in general. So if you just hear the word of me saying hotel, and if you have thought of this, I think you know what I'm going to talk about. It's Trivago and the famous iconic tagline, Hotel Trivago. And I'm going to talk about that in depth today. So it was launched in 2005, and it is a German-based company, and right now a United States-based company called Expedia owns Trivago, and it was started as a travel website where people can find hotels, accommodation, and tourist recommendations from the website. So it solved the problem of people traveling and not having to think of where they can potentially stay. And Trivago connected with all sort of hotels, right from the premium hotels to small hotels, and they gave reviews from a lot of original and genuine customers who have stayed there and given their honest opinions, and they gave ideas on people who are traveling for the first time on where to visit, what to do, and sort of things like that. And that is how they got to travel and make customers feel that this app was this one thing that took care of all of their travel kind of accommodation kind of solutions. So if you take Trivago as an example, Trivago truly believed that they had to have more TV spots, and they wanted to buy more media that is traditional. So they were into print media, they were into radio media, they were into the television media, and they weren't focusing much on Google ads at that time because they didn't think it was a good opportunity. But I think if they are focusing more on travelers who are actually trying to get accommodation, I think Google ads would have worked good for them. But I have seen in one of the interviews that the chairman said they wanted to have a big impact rather than just a small brand awareness. So that is why they focused more on TV spots, and them focusing on TV spots is very crucial for the next point I'm going to talk about, is how they they position their brand with this iconic thing called the Trivago guy. So they launched their company in 2012 in America, and before that the Trivago guy campaign was huge hit among a lot of people. And the Trivago guy campaign was so curated well that it actually resonated with the customer because it was very easy to understand. The entire usage of the app was collectively told in this single ad, and it was presented in a nice way. There are good graphics that associate with the ad, and the process of booking in a room or a hotel, the searching for the hotel, the finding the best ideal hotel for the customer was shown exorbitantly in this ad. And this Trivago guy holds your attention for the entire 2 minutes when you start seeing the ad. And a lot of people subconsciously know this tagline Hotel Trivago by heart, because it is very simple. Because the time you think of hotel, the tagline automatically comes to me, because I've talked about this in a lot of keynotes and my seminars where I have specifically told the people that hotel, and I obviously think of Trivago. I have not specifically used this platform because I'm not much into travel. I have not traveled to tourist spots per se. I have traveled with my family, so my father and mother take care of all of the the accommodation kind of decisions. But if I ever do a long distance vacation or something like that, I will preferably use Trivago. And Trivago has this business model where they connect with the hotels who are listed on the website, and they get a a revenue for listing the platform on the website, listing the hotel on the platform. And they also have this thing called, they'll handle your page based on reviews, images, and updating your blogs, and they do SEO, they have sponsored ads, and that is one of the revenue streams. And when a customer books a hotel from Trivago, so it is kind of like an affiliate marketing where the customer comes to your website and books, and this reason for the sale is through Trivago. So Trivago will take a share of the sale, and that is how their entire marketing, the business model works. So I want to talk about how good the Trivago guy was. A lot of people started resonating, and even still today it's a meme that keeps going on. And in 2020 I even saw an YouTube video which had the comment food no, a girlfriend no, and they'll say Hotel Trivago. So it is kind of a subliminal practice where people keeps talking about this brand without even knowing that they are promoting or creating brand awareness for the brand. And that is the kind of engagement that all the brands are acquiring. So if this is not enough, they came with India's Abhinav Kumar, the Trivago guy for India, and he was criticized a lot by the audience in India because they weren't able to take him as a person who was a person who could represent Trivago guy. But Abhinav Kumar took this very sportive, and he responded to all the tweets in a assertive way, and he immediately became a meme with the concept starting that people didn't like him in the first place. So people started sending it to other people saying hit like if you don't like this guy. So they were actually spreading this. Negative marketing is basically good marketing. So the hate spread around, and this meme became one of the best brand awareness campaigns for Trivago there is. So by the end of the day, even if they didn't like Abhinav Kumar as the Trivago guy, they built a lot of brand awareness without them even asking for it. So there was like a 16% increase in brand awareness compared to that of all the countries they have promoted the ad. So Trivago also closely works with tourism departments, where they do collaborations, and they motivate people to travel to different country, and it booms their economy, and it helps them out in a lot of ways. So right now with the pandemic, they are not active as of now, and they were not active as they were before. And once this pandemic and the situation gets better, Trivago will come up as one of the best things that ever happened, because people will start traveling again, and they'll be very they'll have the urge to travel again, and it can boost their sales to an extreme level. And we know a lot of websites that have hotels right now. We have Oyo here, Fab Hotels, we have Trivo Hotels. We have a lot of websites, but Trivago will have this advantage and brand value that it has created over the past 15 or 17 years. So I just wanted to talk about this in a wholesome way, so that you get an idea of how Trivago works and what I think of the brand. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Until then, this is Guhan signing off. Take care. Bye bye.